Why, hello there. Woo! Alright. Alright. Yeah, let me just tell someone something on Discord though. What am I even gonna tell someone? I don't even know. Guess I'll tell JJ I'm streaming. It's pretty pog. I was also chatting with Mr. 8K, the famous 8K level 1. Talking about some weeb shit, talking about some anime. Because earlier today I finished the final, or yeah, I guess it's the final season of the season is literally called the final season of Attack on Titan, but it's not the final season. It's the final season part 1. But yeah, I did finish that, all 16 episodes. No spoilers here today though. I just want to say I did finish it. No spoilers in chat either, please, for anyone that may not have seen it yet. Yeah, if you want to talk about it, you can DM me on Discord if you've got me on Discord, and otherwise, guess you're out of luck. I mean, I guess you could DM me on Twitter if you know what my Twitter is. I should put that in my descriptions, actually. Oh, I actually need to put a few things in my description. Yeah, my Twitter and the chair simp wiki. Those are things that I need to put in the description of my streams and videos in general. I mean, they're not really important to have. I don't really use either of them, really. I don't think anyone's actually maintaining the thingy, the wiki. I mean, someone just made it as a joke. I think Dutch made it, or maybe Garrett. Anyway, the wiki is fun. I should put it in my description. So maybe people will continue updating it, because I think that would be fun. Yeah, I'll show you what my rank is actually. Hold on, let me go to League of Legends. I'm on Platinum 4 again. I was at Platinum 3 at some point. Last League of Legends stream at the start, I was at Platinum 3 like halfway, like 50 LP or so. And now I'm all the way back in Platinum 4, 66 LP. So it's like probably 3... If we win the first 3 games today, then we will be back in Platinum 3. Otherwise, probably no chance. Or maybe if I just win 3 more games, then I lose. Maybe if we're lucky. If we are lucky. Let's go for the Leona though. Yo, anyway. Project Ozone. Projecto Ozone. Yes. I want to make modular ingots. Oh god, my team is flaming already. Nice. I don't really remember why I wanted this. Having bets. No, that would be fun. What could we even bet on? Hold on. I know what we can bet on. Come on. Could you please focus? No, I don't think it's gonna focus at this distance at all. Can move it slowly, maybe. It's an Easter egg anyway. It's an Easter egg. Small little milk chocolate standard Easter egg. I got a few of them from work. They apparently shipped them out to me as a surprise. So So I guess what could be a good bet then? Let's say for every win, I deserve 1 Easter egg. For every loss, I don't get an Easter egg. How about that? Does that sound fun? Probably sounds kind of shitty, honestly. But hey, it's the best that I've got. Let's go with with different Thresh skin. Championship Thresh. I got the golden championships Thresh skin. Also, JJ, I'll buy you food one day. If we meet up IRL, I'll buy you some food. Depending on where we are. If we're in the Netherlands or elsewhere in the world, I'll buy you some... if we're in the Netherlands, I'll buy you some really disgustingly delicious... Like the kind of food that makes you hate yourself, but also makes you... really love the food, I guess. That are up on numbers, yeah, I'll get to that in a sec. I mean, by now you've seen me and Dutch talk about Qasxz quite a bit, I believe. We've probably shown you some pictures sometimes. So, if you come to the Netherlands, I'll buy you some Qasxz, maybe like frikandel, croquette, whatever. Like fast food kind of stuff. Because we've got like very specific fast food kind of items here in the Netherlands. Which is great. If we are elsewhere, I'll try to get some local cuisine for you. If we're in Ireland though, that's going to be up to you. Wherever we are. If you want to meet up in Japan, that would be awesome. I'd love to go to Japan. And if you want to go, I'd be all up for it. I'd be all over that. You just have to tell me like what kind of area you would like, and then I'll tell you like where you can go then. Like, you don't really strike me as the kind of person who would specifically go for Tokyo. Tokyo is maybe too touristy and too urban for you. At least that's what I'm assuming. Maybe something more along the lines of I don't know, the old feudal historic Japan kind of stuff. I think you would enjoy that. And yeah, Japan is of course all about tradition, so there's tons of villages that are just very specific about one kind of food that they've been producing for hundreds of years. Where the area like is famous for a specific type of orange or something. There's on the island of Shikoku, there is a town with a castle on top of a hill that you either hike up towards, or you go by rail cart. There's also what's it called? A rail cart kind of thingy that goes up to the top of the mountain, and there are oranges that you can buy, very specific ones. Yeah, the more historical side. That's also what I really want to see in Japan. Of course, I'm a massive weeb. I mean, look at my fucking shirt. Actually, this is a League of Legends t-shirt. But I mean, would a non-weeb wear something like that? I don't think so. So yeah. Anyway, I think if I am in Japan though, I would prefer to like spend my time looking at all the historical shit. Because like the anime, I just like watching anime, you know. And collecting some merch. But, you know, it's different. 18-year-old historical places. Now that sounds like a pedophile in the making. Yeah, big cities are strange. I mean, I've talked plenty about how a few years ago I went to America. I don't think I've talked about that on stream yet. We did a great big road trip though. We started up in New York and went down to DC, to Tennessee, Mississippi, and ended all the way in New Orleans. But the first 4 days we spent in New York. And honestly, they weren't the greatest. Maybe that's just New York though. But I remember it being... I mean, the entire trip was just in the middle of summer, so it was really hot. But specifically New York, I remember for the air itself just being... I don't know, stale air or something. Like, the air is just thick. It's just hard to breathe, especially when You're just walking through a neighborhood and there's just an 18-wheeler truck pulling up beside you, or like that you have to walk past. And that's just not the greatest experience. Can we get him? Woo! I mean, that's just not the greatest experience in general, but like, especially because it's like a huge city with like tons of exhaust fumes and stuff all over the place anyway. Alright. I wanted to be risky there, and we got her flash. She had to flash that because she definitely didn't see it coming that I did something stupid like that. And if she didn't, she would have died. So yeah, total win for us. Yeah, I think mine is somewhere between 150k to 200k, something along those lines. I mean, honestly, that's like a pretty average city size. It's not huge, but it's not small by any means. It's not a small city. I mean, of course, it's a lot smaller than some of the largest city in the world. But I'd say a city of 1 million would consider a large city. It's not a massive city, but large. Alright, we're chilling. London is huge. Yeah, that's going to be a different class. Like, I'd say you have small villages, like up to 10k, I suppose. Then medium villages up to roughly 50k or so, and then residents, that is. Not speaking about land area or anything, or density. And I'd say large villages up to 100k, and then from 100k it's going to be small or medium cities, I guess. I don't know. Either way, of course, cities have more strict guidelines than that. They're at least, actually, I don't know how it is like globally, but like back in high school, I remember specifically learning what specific rules dictate what is and what is not a city, which I guess only makes sense when you compare it to like European countries, because those rules included having a church or something similar, or cathedral, and then that would grant you city rights or city status or something. Obviously, I don't know the specifics anymore, because it's been years since we talked about that in school. But yeah, in the Netherlands it's like very specifically specified what is a city and what is a village. So where I live is defined as a city. I live in Arnhem, which is a city. Alright. This lane is actually going pretty well. Rest of the game is going fine. Aatrox got a kill in top, so that's not amazing. Also, I wouldn't call Paris a tiny city by any means. Paris I would call a large city. But by comparison, of course, all cities are tiny compared to Tokyo, of course. The Tokyo area's got like 38 or 37 million people. But then you get into like philosophical questions like, what is even a city? In the UK, the city needs a charter go Backseat to be a city. Yeah, I think it's something similar in the Netherlands. Like I said, we need like a church or cathedral or something. I think it has to have something specific. Like not every church, of course, is gonna make something a city. Almost all villages have a church in them. Almost all of them, even like 1k resident villages have cities or churches. Just not to the same scale. Again, there are specific historical guidelines for what is and isn't a city. But I don't really remember what the specifics are, so... Are these guys serious? Ah, crap. Can I still get him? Maybe? Still have Flash and Flay up in a bit. So maybe we can fight this still. If Senna stays. Let's actually push this in anyway. That's going to be a good idea. Senna, good dodge. Senna, thank you for that. Crap! Didn't hit my hook in time. Oh well. Tokyo, is that the city proper or the metropolitan area? 38 million is the metropolitan area. The city proper, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know what it's actually called. Again, those things are going to be different all over the world. Like, just different cultures have different ways that those developed over time. The city proper, I guess, if you would call it, is around 8 or 9 million, I believe. But again, those 38 million, that's all under Tokyo's jurisdiction, or whatever you want to call it. So, big city. But as we all know, there's probably going to be a few cities in the coming years to actually overtake Tokyo. Because Tokyo is actually still shrinking. Since it's not growing. Fuck, no words are great. Tokyo is shrinking because it's not growing. Good information. Good, solid information. But I mean, I guess you don't have to necessarily be shrinking before you actually stop growing. Or different, other way around. You know what I mean. You don't necessarily have to be shrinking. Oh, that's a kill. Well done. Well done. I got the kill. We got a little crabby boy. Now we go back to lane. Really? You're gonna put another control word on there? Ah, that's annoying. We're pushing in because Trist can easily take some plates once we're pushed in. Because she has a little bomb ability that she can put on the tower. Which makes her a really strong first tower. She's really one of the strongest champs to push down towers. Because she actually has an ability that can hit towers, unlike almost every other champ in the game. It's a very unique thing from Tristana. Right, I'm getting out of there. I wanted to kill Senna there. Actually, my lantern, you can use it offensively. It's a really weird interaction, but the lantern, once it's on the ground, people can't walk through it. It counts as a solid object. So what you want to do is, when someone is in between the tower there, you have to hit the lantern right in the dead center. And then people can't walk past it. Alright, alright, alright. Where the hell did Sejuani go though? Is Sejuani still here? I didn't see her leave though. So I don't want to be too greedy. I think she's gone though. I think she would have shown by now, or at least... Oh, excuse me. At least walked away. Well, here we are. Ah, yeah, I gotta... Yeah. There's an idea of joining the London metropolitan area with some smaller areas around it to make it a mega city. I mean, that's honestly what a lot of cities already are doing, right? Or like, maybe not intentionally, but like, as cities are growing, like metropolitan areas just basically fuse into one. At least to the point where there's really no real distinct line or like any green fields between cities. It's currently happening between my city and the village of Elst, which is to the south of us. There's only a few hundred meters where there's like a few farmlands in between. But other than that, it's basically one in the same area. We've actually got like green areas within the city that are also just as big as the distance between here and Elst. And then in the north of my city we're also kind of fused together with another couple villages. There's Veadorp and... what are the others called? Veadorp is one of them. I still got an assist on that. Oh well. Let's get out of here. But I mean, it is just what happens over time, you know? Especially as big cities grow. I saw a video pretty recently on YouTube was stating that there's a possibility that the entire, or like, a lot of the US East Coast might go into, grow into one big city. Which would be... like going from Boston, Massachusetts all the way to DC. Which could, in the next 100 or so years, maybe grow together. It's not really a park that's between me or like inside of our city though. What would you even call it? Like, in Dutch it's called an uiterwaarde, which basically is a big area where the river Rhine can overflow into, so that it doesn't actually flow into the city itself or like any of the actual, I don't know, farmlands or stuff like that in between. I mean, we Dutch people, we deal with water quite a lot, so one of the big projects that was going around earlier, I think it was, I want to say the 70s, but I really don't know when this was, which is basically, it's a floodplain. Yes, it's a floodplain. Like back in the day, like when you have your dikes flooding around the river, around city areas and causing floods, the reasonable thing is to say, well, we need to increase the height of the dikes so that it doesn't flood anymore. But actually, what we ended up doing is decrease the height of our dikes, because the river itself needs spaces to flow to. It can't just not exist anymore. The water, I mean. And also, like, having a large floodplain decreases the flow of the water, which is also a good thing. Doesn't really erode as much then. Am I fine here? I'm fine, right? No, I'm not. I'm not fine. Why the fuck are we starting a surrender call, though? We're doing real fine here. Actually, not super fine, but we're doing pretty damn fine. Just, some of our dudes are not doing as well. But, me and Trist are definitely... What the fuck is this shit? Oh no, Riven, what's going on with you? Oh no! Riven! Oh, that's Yikes. Yikes. But yeah, obviously in the Netherlands, there are a lot of rivers that actually end in the Netherlands, like... Basically, a lot of the rivers of Western Europe just end in the Netherlands. So it's like a big... What's it called? A watershed area is what it's called, I believe. That we have to deal with. There's lots of water that comes down here. Obviously, historically, the Netherlands is just a swamp. Big swamp. Oh no, we don't have the dragon. Okay, I got it. Ah, no. Well, I'm fucked. Just get out of there, dudes. Just get out of there. Why are these lads still chilling here? We already got the dragon down. That's gonna be the tower done. Wanna get the Rift Herald after this. They're probably gonna base here, and then we can take the Rift Herald. So, actually gonna walk this way. I don't think they're actually they are fighting. What the fuck is going on over here? And we're actually also losing the fight. All right then. Yeah. Netherlands is a swamp, yet somehow France, Germany and Spain spent over 100 years fighting over it. Well, that's because we drained the swamp. Like the physical swamp, not like the political swamp. But we drained the physical swamp. But yeah, really the Netherlands is a swamp. Like if you ever come here, you can still definitely notice it at lots of places. Obviously we got rid of a lot of the vegetation, but like... It's just a swamp. What the fuck is going on? Why don't these guys want to play the game? We're chilling here. We really are chilling. We've got 2 dragons. We've got Trist. We've got me. We've got terrible players as enemies. And as allies as well. But that's besides the point. Hey, we did manage to get one here though. So that's cool. That's cool. But no, the reason why lots of countries do continue to fight or have fought over the Netherlands for so long is because it's great sea access for a lot of rivers. As I said, a lot of rivers end here. So you could basically, by boat, go to all of Europe from the Netherlands. It's why Rotterdam is just... I think it still is the largest port in Europe. And like, Amsterdam obviously used to also be a huge port. Used to be, I mean, I wouldn't really call it the center of Europe, but like, it was massively important. Ah, crap, I missed my hook here. We're fine though. We're fine. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Thresh. Alright, we're good. Can we take this? Yeah, we can take this. Just heal up a little bit. Alright, we shield. Qasxz is alive, and I don't have my sweeper yet, so... Don't have control wards either. Yeah, especially the Rhine, but like also the... What's it called in English? I forgot the English name. The Muse and the wall is actually kind of an offshoot of the Rhine, so I guess it will count for the same as the Rhine. But the Muse is also a huge one for going more along the southern path through Belgium, of course, and I think it also goes through France. I don't really know the exact paths these rivers take through the entirety of Europe. Actually, I don't really know what kind of paths they take within the Netherlands as well. I mean, just look at a map of the Netherlands. It's just filled with all kinds of rivers going all over the place. I'm gotta be careful here. Come on, dude. Okay, we got it. Where is Trist? Okay, Trist is going past here. Come on, shield! Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we got him, we got him here. We got him! Woo! 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 Oh no. Come on, Twisted Fate. I'm gonna lantern Trist across if she wants to. Ah, jeez. Ah. Yeah, the Muse goes into France. Alright, we got the dragon though. Just one more dragon for Dragon Soul. Once we get Dragon Soul, I mean, it's not a massively important soul for our team specifically. It's, I think, ultimate cooldown reduction? No, that's just the regular dragons. What does the actual Dragon Soul do? I don't remember. Actually, I don't remember. What the fuck? In Dutch, that river is called the Maas. The Maas. But again, just being the port town for both the Rhine and the Muse River is obviously historically important. Nowadays, with like railroads and like modern trucks and stuff, it's not as important to be like the coastal cities or like the ports with big river access. But it's still crap. Oh no, we're all fucking up here. Yeah, this is a lost fight. Let's just hope I can peel Trist enough that she's able to. Come on, get this. Don't want to go too deep though. Just want to be careful a bit here. Mainly want to protect the Tristana, also known as Tristana. Come here, Tristana. Yeah, she's going for that. I should too, but I am greedy and go for the ward first. But I mean, even the Rhine goes like as far as Basel or Basel, however you want to pronounce it. So yeah, I mean, historically, it's just a pretty useful area. And We just made more land as time went on. I kind of want to cycle across the Afsluit dike at some point. I mean, I'm assuming you know what the Afsluit dike is, right? Did you? Or should I explain? Actually, for those that might not know, I don't know who's in the stream anyway. The Afsluit dike is along what was originally called the Zuiderzee. Also known in English as the Southern Sea. Which, as the word states, was a sea, or like basically the open ocean, but it was like in a huge inlet in the Netherlands. And we didn't make like a bridge across it. We completely blocked it off. We just made a land wall across it. And oh, that's interesting. Now the Zuiderzee has turned into the IJsselmeer. And the reason why it is now the IJsselmeer instead of the Zuiderzee is because the IJsselmeer is freshwater. It's not salty like the sea anymore. It's now freshwater because obviously water still evaporates from it, but freshwater rivers still flow into it. I want to make a video about that sometime. Me cycling across. Oh no, we're split on decisions. Oh no. Ah, for fuck's sake. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Fuck's sake, Trist. Ah, that's gonna cost us dragon. I mean, Riven's still chilling. She's gonna try to stall him, actually. Although it's not really gonna work. She should probably get out of there, actually. Honestly. But if she does get it, and she doesn't have ult, let's just get out of here. I'm gonna try to save her with my lantern if I can. She's out. She's out. And now we have horrible timing on the Baron as well. We should have just given up the Baron. I don't know why we went for that. They obviously had the position advantage there. A mirror, yes. I mean, it's just part of like the Germanic language sphere, I guess. It's the best way to put it. Like it's also a thing in German. I'm pretty sure it's also like Finnish, Swedish, I mean, maybe not Finnish. Swedish, Norwegian, Danish. All of them probably have words that sound very similar to the word mir. Though the difference being that they do mean just ever so slightly different things. Is Trist still fine? Where's Trist? Where's Trist? Where's Trist? There, she's there. Let's focus on Trist. Okay, we're fine. Riven is popping off. No, because in Dutch the word meer means a lake. So it's roughly that size. And freshwater. In German, however, that's the other one I only know for sure. In German, the word meer means a sea. So like not an ocean, but a sea. So like, at least I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I could be mistaken, honestly, but I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't be mistaken about something as simple as that, right? Who actually got the Baron there, though? Because the Baron did go down. 30, 55. Actually, whatever. We have a place called Lake Country in England. The best part is only one place that's called Lake. Yeah, I've heard of that. Is it in England, actually? Or I thought it was like more northern. I thought it was like Scottish with all the The locks, right? That's what they're called, right? I thought that would be lake country. The crests are called mere, thorn, water, and so on. For fuck's sake, Trist, why do you go away from me every time? Ah, fuck, I keep messing up too. Shield, shield. Fuck me! I keep missing my goddamn hook. Okay, well. Fuck this bitch. Okay, my hooks are so horrible. They're not even funny how bad they are. I mean, these ones are really hard to hit at like close range. It's like super annoying to hit them. Because you don't know where the enemy is gonna dodge towards. Like a small dodge, they're suddenly 180 degrees behind you. So, it's kinda hard at closer range. Which doesn't really make sense that dodges would be, or like, hitting projectiles are like, not super long range, because then it starts getting hard to hit them again. Let's just put this on here and... Do I have time to recall? Yes, I think I do. I have Mobies, Boots of Mobility. I think I have time to recall. Gonna have to pay extra fucking attention to this goddamn Tristana though. Tristana. Cause she keeps jumping the fuck away from me. Oh no, I wasn't even near her and she's already going in. Is she gonna be fine here? She doesn't look very fine. Slightly fine maybe? A district, Lake District, yeah. I'm sorry. I should have known that. Come on! Yes, 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 yes! Come on, Thresh! Yes, yes! Thresh was back! Woo! Good stuff! Good stuff! Okay, that was silly. Because she's super tanky. I mean, maybe if I was chasing as well, we could have gotten there, actually. I want to definitely focus on this, though. Actually, they can do that, and I'll go help Riven here. My boy, my girl. Oh, Thresh, what the frick? Oh my god, no, what? Woo! Thresh is suicidal. How is this allowed to be aired on YouTube? Someone that suicidal. I said loch. Or loch. However you want to pronounce it. Loch. I'm pretty sure it's like an old word, so it's probably pronounced with the like the sound that we have in Dutch. But a little bit more subtle. It's not loch, right? It's not like a straight up K sound at the end. I think it is not a K sound at the end anyway. Is Thresh alive yet? No, she's not. Yeah, this one is just more move speed. Yeah, locks are like specific to Scotland, just as fjords are specific to Norway. Just because of the way they are formed and they're just not really anywhere else in the world. Wait, are we fine here? We actually got her. Alright, good. That's fine. We're chilling. They got the bear or the crab though, and I don't like that. That's a big dislike from me. Oh, get him! Get this dude! Can we get him? Okay, beautiful. Now I don't think we should be able to actually still fuck this up. We've got the Riven split pushing and we still have a numbers advantage here. So if they go for Riven, we can push this down for free. If they don't go for Riven, we can still push this down for free and also push down bot for free. Just because we have more people. Oh god. Yeah, we should go for Baron here. Oh, well, there's one more. Well, too late. Too late. Gotta be pragmatic sometimes. It is already too late to still go for the other inhib. Thresh, come here. What the fuck, Mundo? That was especially for Thresh. Well, we got it. So, they're out of there. And we're still chilling. Let's recall. We're all recalling. Beautiful. No one is being greedy for a bit of farm, except for Twisted Fate. He's being greedy for a bit of farm. But other than Twisted Fate, we're all being on the same page here. And in Ireland, we have Laug, which is a lake or long, narrow inlet. It sounds kind of like long or like lengthy. So maybe that's why it's called a Laug. Probably butchering the pronunciation on that one specifically because I've actually never seen that word either spelled or pronounced yet. At least not that I remember. Maybe I have. Who knows? Alright. Is there gonna be someone trying to farm here? There's a dude there. Fuck! The big frog. Wait. I'm an idiot. I might be an idiot. Shoot, still saw that. No, I'm way behind. I'm way behind. No, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop. Please stop this. I don't want you to fight without me. Ah, ignite on the wrong person. All right. Oh yeah, I saw her coming. Alright, good, good, good. Lock is said as lock. But the Scottish one, that's not pronounced as lock, right? It's not with a hard K at the end, I mean. Or maybe I'm just completely mistaken and just misremembering what I've heard from people in videos. I mean, it's obviously not as extreme as you would say it in Dutch. In Dutch, we actually say it's a log. Yo, remember our bet though? Is Taz still here? Tazan, my boy. Remember our bet? I deserve one chocolatey Easter egg. Okay. Hold on, there's also like, what color should I go for? I've got one orange one, a whole bunch of blue ones, and a whole bunch of red ones. Which one should I take? The orange here, blue here-ish, or red all the way over there. Both? No. No, mate. I only got one W, so I only deserve one, and that was our bet. And I'm sticking to it. Ah, fair enough, JJ. Yeah, orange. I was actually gonna take that. It's my very last orange one. You know what is inside the orange one? Oh, I can see it already. White chocolate. So you want to dive into that rabbit hole of what is the best kind of chocolate. There's white chocolate, milk chocolate. Maybe it's lemon chocolate? No. Oh, is dark chocolate the best? Personally, I don't really mind either way. Like, white chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate. I like it all. But like, for different purposes, I guess. Like, for example, if you're, yeah, One Trick Shaco. Shall I look him up on OPGG? I'm gonna look him up on OPGG. Can't really show it because I don't have a thingy set up for it. But I'll tell you guys. op.gg. No, personally about chocolate, yeah, it depends on what you're doing with it. If you're making cookies, I wouldn't go too dark. But if you're making something like a cake or something where the chocolate is like front and center and not like cooked in any way. Or maybe, no. No, probably you don't want it too dark chocolate cooked. Or like that one shake up. Like on top of a cake, like shavings of chocolate or something. Now, he actually has a positive win rate on Shaco. Yeah, cookies need a sweet chocolate. Like just regular milk chocolate does the trick. But also, my mom makes these pretty good cookies with pistachio and ginger and white chocolate. They're pretty good. True. But also I feel like it's kind of a texture thingy, you know? Like lighter chocolates, they have more of a smooth texture. And like darker chocolates have usually a bit more of a how do you say? I mean, really good ones don't, but I guess more of a chalky texture, or like especially more snappy as well, and that's also a good thing. Oatmeal cookies, now that's the thing that my mom could really get into. Could you send me like pictures or maybe a recipe later? I think that's the thing that my mom would really get into. My mom was really about like the pretend to be healthy kind of foodie kind of things. Like, well, they're oatmeal cookies. Well, they're still fucking cookies with chocolate in them. Maybe that's a bit of a rude thing to say though. It's to say it's pretend to be kind of healthier. Same with banana bread. Like, banana bread is great. But it's not really that healthy, is it? It's just got some banana in it, but other than that, it's just a cake. Maybe some nuts as well. And a decently sweet one at that. Oh, there's some Maokai there. Haha, get fucked. Oh, stop. Oh, my boy GP, go! Okay, now here's the thing. And they'll never see it coming that me and Trist are gonna go in here. Actually, hold on. Yeah, me and Trist are gonna go in here. Because those guys are gonna come bot eventually. Eventually they'll stop fucking around here. And they'll probably go to bot through the river. Apparently they're not really helping Rengar. I think he's starting topside then. Yeah, he has to be starting topside for their bot lane to be fucking around so much. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the issue with like old school recipes like that. Like mom's old school back in the day recipe. Oh, Trist is going! Can she get him? Oh no, she didn't get him. Oh, she did. Like if I asked my mom how she bakes her cakes, she'd tell me how to do it, but I don't think there's... I mean, for the cake one, I think she does use decently exact measurements, but like, cake is super simple. Cake is like flour, eggs, sugar, milk. Or is there even milk in cake? I don't know. I don't think there is actually. But it's like some sort of proportion, like 1-1-2 or so, or 1-1-1-1 or some shit like that. That's like super easy, like old school measuring proportions, like 1 egg, 100 grams, or 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup, you know, stuff like that. A petit gâteau with oatmeal, banana, cocoa, and dark chocolate. Now that sounds fucking indulgent as hell. We should have like a snack recipe exchange. Maybe even like snacks that would be specific to your area. Like I could come up with a recipe for boterkoek, for example, which is a Dutch. It literally means butter cookie or butter cake, more like, I guess. Damn, I should have flashed on him actually. He took a tower shot there. I could have hit him and then looked him up in the tower. Oh yeah, yeah. There are hundreds of ways to make cake. And honestly, most times my mom does go baking for things. She'll buy like one of those packs in the store that just says mix for cake, and then it has like a specific recipe on the back side of it, and she'll follow that to the T. And she'll keep on buying those, even if in the box it's literally only flour. She'll just keep buying the specific branded mix box, which is kind of weird to me. Also for pancake mix, which is literally just milk, egg, and flour as well. Obviously a lot more milk and egg in proportion to cake. Bro, Taz, did you see my ice cream cake yet? I know I talked to you about my ice cream cake, but did you see it yet? There's pictures somewhere in the Discord of it. It's actually kind of a failure, to be honest. And the reason for that is... Oh, hold on. Kind of this here. Oh, Rengar is here! Rengar was here! Well, I'm dead. No, the reason why it is kind of a fail... and I don't want to be rude, but it is because I let my mum bake the cake and didn't really discuss with her like how I wanted the cake. Because she assumed that because it was going to be an ice cream cake, that I wanted the cake kind of thick. So that the ice doesn't seep through and it retains its shape a little bit better with like the massive weight of the ice cream on top. But what we ended up with was a brick. An absolute unit of a brick for the cake. I mean, the ice cream still tastes delicious, but I'm kind of like peeling out the cake layer at this point. When I have another slice, I kind of get rid of the cake layer because it's kind of yikes. Oh, I'm actually just gonna kill this guy and then die. Ah! Yeah, it looks amazing. I mean, I'm gonna make it again, but with, like, better communication between me and my mother. Because, like, if you have the cake, like, really nice and soft and squishy... Oh yeah, this game is fucked. It's just Platinum ELO, every game is fucked. It's just League of Legends, you know. I think if you have, like, really nice and squishy cake in there, that's going to be amazing. Or maybe I should make the layers in between something else entirely than cake. Maybe you can't have, like, I don't know. Can you even have, like, a squishy cake inside of an ice cream cake? It's like... My mom's concerns are obviously valid. Like, the fact that the ice cream... Oh, fuck's sake, what's going on over here now? Oh, she's actually fine. Like, the ice cream cake... The ice cream itself, as it's still chilling, it's still kind of liquidy, still kind of moist. We actually do have a strawberry plant at home, but it's not really produced many strawberries in recent years. I think it's just overdue or something. My dad actually, like, got rid of it. Actually, today, I think. But we used to have, like, a strawberry plant. Also, how the hell are you gonna make homemade strawberries in fucking March? Come on, get him. Yes. Alright, Trist, can you get him without dying, please? Okay, Trist is fine. But there is gonna be a W, so let's thank that for her. Time should make the cake lighter. Yes, definitely a good idea to, like, maybe just have a complete meringue base instead of, like, actual cake in between. Maybe that's also an idea, or, like, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Something along the lines, like, a really thin, really sugary wafer could be pretty good. Like a crispy kind of wafer. We don't have any pressure here. Shaco's being too ridiculous here. Trist could have saved me here. All because I wanted to protect the Shaco. I died. I shouldn't have gone for Shaco. He should have just backed out of there. I mean, what could I even do for the Shaco? Cheesecake base? I mean, you're talking about, like, the cookie crumb bottom of a cheesecake. Yeah, that would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. No, what I'm talking about is more like... Yeah. That's kind of the issue with, like, an ice cream cake in general, or, like, the problem that you need to fix with an ice cream cake is... that you do want it to take on some of the flavor of the ice cream, but you don't want it to take on too much liquid. And also, no, you have to actually let it freeze for, like, at least 24 hours. Otherwise, it's just not gonna hold its shape. Basically, out of the ice cream churning machine, you basically get soft serve consistency. Actually, even like a little bit more liquidy than soft serve, even. Or like a little bit more. Yeah, liquidy is, I guess, the best way to describe. So you really need to have it set for, like, at least 24 hours before you can dig in. Otherwise, it's just gonna fall apart. I mean, it's the same with lasagna. If you bake a lasagna, if you slice into it right away, it's all still juicy, it's still boiling and bubbling. And basically you end up with a whole big mess. But with lasagna, if you wait like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes is better. It's going to be pretty solid, but still really hot. Still, you're not gonna lose much heat in that time. It's just going to be a better consistency. Was it actually like churned ice cream, or was it like one of those ice cream hacks kind of things? I just wanted to distract him. Don't really want to fight him, honestly. Where is the lad? He's over there. Oh, there he is. Found him. Okay, we're chilling. Hand crank journal. Holy shit, that's some dedication. How did you manage the cooling on that? Like, how did you... was it an ice bath? That sounds ridiculous. Sounds fun though. That kind of stuff is fun to do like once. Ice bath, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean... that's kind of the reason why I did shell out for one of the really expensive ice cream machines. I mean, it's not one of the really expensive, but like one of the... oh. Wow. Oh no! Oh, I fucked up. I mean, making butter is another one. Also sounds like a lot of fun to do, like, once. I mean, honestly, butter is just, shut up, Tess. Yeah, honestly, making butter is actually really simple. It's a really fucking simple process. It's just buttermilk whisked to shit until you separate the solids from the liquids, and you have butter and weird milky substance. But you also have butter. But that sounds fun. I think I did that like once when I was a little baby Quinty. Well, not a baby Quinty. Like a I guess 6-year-old Quinty. Someone else had a birthday party, and they wanted to go with everyone to a farm, like an actual farm with animals, with farmland, stuff like that. And we went and saw the cows and stuff like that. Actually, one of the cows was in the... story time, I guess. Story time. Okay, so birthday party. Birthday party. I mean, 6-year-olds, you go to your buddy's home first. I mean, this is how birthdays, at least in the Netherlands, go. I think in the UK it would be pretty similar, and like all across Europe. You go to your buddy's home. You have maybe some cake, maybe some lemonade. Obviously, at 6-year-olds, not any kind of soda or anything. Just lemonade is good enough. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, hold on. You have some lemonade, and then afterwards, you either all play around with like board games and like a how do you even call it in English? A speurtocht. Like a like Blue's Clues, you know, like a series of clues that lead you to some sort of treasure at the end, which is set out beforehand by the parents in the neighborhood. Like, do so many steps that way, and there's a question. And if the answer is B, go 2 streets down that way. If the answer is A, go 1 street down that way. Obviously, the parents are there to supervise that you actually do get the right answer in the end. But anyway, this particular birthday party, that's one of the things. You could either stay at home or go somewhere with everyone, like the entire birthday party. And that's honestly what, like, it's 50-50. Anyway, this specific birthday party, the birthday boy or girl, I don't even remember. It was either one of my, like, good buddies when I was 6 years old. I still remember their names. One of them was Ocean and the other one was Fiend. Treasure, that's the one. Yes. Sometimes my wording is horrible. Anyway, this person, they wanted to go to a farm, and so we did. We basically not only got a tour, but we also got to do some stuff. And there's... yeah, the chair is not pretty good. But anyway, we went to a farm. And it's not like one of those petting zoo kind of farms. It's not like a farm made for, like, touring. It was like an actual proper farm. Like, big equipment, lots of cows, lots of, I don't know, plants growing in the back as well. Anyway, here we are. All this little 6-year-old little small little people. And we go to see how the cow milking is done. So he the dude brings in a cow, comes in from behind, wherever we can't even see them. It walks into a door, up onto this little platform with, like, huge milking equipment. And an open farm. Well, that's a new word that I learned today. Anyway, he's talking about, like, what he's gonna do and how the cow feels about it and stuff. Like, being a pretty good, I wouldn't even call it, like, teacher, but, like, kind of, yes, you would call it a teacher. Come on, let's get this guy. Alright, we got him. Alright, anyway, at some point, the dude tells us all to just stand back a little bit. But I was really distracted by all the cool machinery around, so I wasn't really paying too much attention to his actual words. Because that's too difficult for, like, 6-year-old Quinty. Slightly autistic little boy that he was. So I didn't really... Also, obviously he's a farmer, so he's got, like, a farmer's dialect, if you'd say. Like he's a farmer, you know. That kind of dialect or way of speaking. Oh, sorry, I don't have any healing for you, Shilly. Oh, we're fine. Anyway, I had no idea what he was saying. Yes, JJ. The cow took a big old dump. Obviously, the farmer guy actually knew beforehand that he was taking a dump. I don't know how he could tell, like, cow getting maybe twitchy or, like, lifting his tail or some shit. But obviously the guy knew and I didn't. I was, I think, the only one that actually didn't stand back. I think everyone else actually did stand back. So yeah, I got shat on. Cow shit. Actually on my face. Because it's like... cow shit is kind of liquidy, you know? So it kind of splatters all around. It's not like one big clean log. Because of all the grass they eat, I guess. Yeah, as I said, the guy obviously like a typical farmer. He is farmer, accent, boy. And, you know, that's what it is. Anyway, shit on my face. And that's the kind of stuff that you can just smell. Like 18 years later, I could still like remember the smell. But anyway, the reason I was telling this story is because there, don't think we actually did end up making butter, but he did show us like a really old school, like a wood and rope butter churner. So it's like just a little, not like a barrel, but like a bucket, I guess. Like bucket of wood with like, yeah, bucket of wood with like a specific kind of lid that goes on top of it, and on top of the lid were like, in the center there was this thing, I don't really remember what exactly it looked like, but there was a rope twisted around, and you take like 2 ends of the rope and you're like, and then it turns around a thingy inside of the the bucket that just goes back and forth. And like, basically all of us little children boys all got like 2 churns and are like, "Well, this is kind of heavy, isn't it?" Well, we're fucking 6 years old. What do you expect? It's fucking heavy for a 6-year-old to churn like a 10-liter bucket full of. Was probably already looking close to butter, like pretty solid. Yeah, and I mean it's free what is it? Free child labor to just do it as like an educational thing. But I mean, it really was like an educational thing, like. It is one of the few birthday parties that I've went to that I actually remember. Like, from my childhood. And I mean, that says something. Back in the day I was like, who the fuck does this shit? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is wrong with you to take us all to like a farm? Like not a petting zoo, or not like a child-friendly farm, like an actual big boy farm where people do actual farming jobs. But it is the thing that I remember, and like, maybe it did kind of foster some sort of things in me, like an appreciation for, how do you say it, like certain types of processes, I guess, is the best way to put it. Like, obviously I'm kind of an idiot, and I always like very specific processes and like dissecting how and what and why every step along the way works, and like seeing all the working mechanics of like a big system. And I guess that's kind of like one of the days that I do remember for that reason. Like, you can see the cows, they're eating grass, they're being fed in through this tight corridor and a door where like only one cow at a time can stand in, and like there's one machine over there and like one machine on the left, one on the right, with all these cool tubes going all around, and like things connecting, and like suction cups for like the udders of the cow. And then we also see the part where like they show the really old school way of making butter, and I'm like, I don't remember what my feelings were on the butter, I think. Like, what they exactly were, but I remember it being something along the lines of, this is impossible. This is not a possible way to make butter. Obviously it is possible, and like, it is how butter was made for hundreds and hundreds of years. Probably at some point people actually made like attachments for windmills or something that they could use wind power to actually churn the butter instead of hand churning it, or like using animals to churn shit. But I do remember thinking that the butter making process was impossible. No possible way it was done that way. Which is kind of silly, because obviously it was done that way. But anyway, I think that's the end of that story. Going back like an hour though, JJ at one point asked me a question. Have I figured out embers? Have I figured out embers? And let me just go right here. Hold on. That's an ember bore. I've got an ember bore set up, so at least I have a bit more ember, so that I can work with that. But I don't know what the next steps are. And as you said, it's a really involved mod, so I don't think I'll be able to do that on stream actually. For the sole reason that I will need to go back and forth. I mean, last stream you did see a few of the things that I already made. I made a... what is called a Dawnstone Anvil. The alchemy table where you put like the 5 things on it. I made one of the pedestals. So a few things. It's not too bad. I don't think it's too far off from what I saw in the video anyway. But it is a mod where you have to go back and forth between like an actual video tutorial, because there's no real good written guides on it, I feel. I did get the book for it. Which very wordy, but it doesn't really explain how to do things. It's like the first 4 pages are just telling you that item pipes transport items in pipes. And I'm just sitting there like, well, yeah. Well, yes. Item pipes transport items in pipes. Water is wet. People die when they are killed. Fun things are fun. Stuff like that. The archer class really is made out of archers. Yeah, the book is absolutely useless. Yeah. But yeah, that is the reason why I can't do it on stream though, that mod. Because you have to go back and forth between the video and the actual game. So it's just undoable. I mean, I could like... technically I could put the video on my phone. No, the archer class is really made up out of archers. It's I was just listing a whole bunch of anime quotes there, by the way, in case you didn't notice. Which are kind of known for being super silly quotes, which just don't make sense when translated, but in Japanese they do kind of make sense when they're said out loud, or like in context they kind of make sense. But when you take them out of context and translate it, they're just silly. I mean, some of the ones really are silly. Like, fun things are fun. That's just meant to be silly. But it's just... I guess it's a way of talking in Japanese that just doesn't really translate too well. Regardless, though, the archer class really is made up out of archers is a quote from Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works? Maybe also the regular Fate Stay Night. I don't remember. But anyway, it's a quote from Fate Stay Night. Unlimited blade works at the very least. Where one person has... I mean... Not really spoiler territory, but... I guess if you're just about to watch Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, it's very minor spoilers though. One of the characters has someone summoned from the Archer class. And this specific Archer, they usually use swords. So, at some point, instead of his swords, he uses a bow, the Archer boy. And then the person is like, well, goddamn, this Archer boy, he can actually use arrows, or like a bow and arrow. He actually is an archer. He's not just sword boy that just calls himself an archer. So in that context, it does make sense. Why the fuck was Shaco here, though? Weirdo. Rel is about to go back bot here too, so we gotta be careful. She probably wants to engage because Shaco is still bot side. No way Shaco already recalled there. So, I wanna be careful here. Actually, I wanna be riverside, or like between Qasxz and the river, so that Shaco can't really surprise attack her. Yep, here's Shaco. He's actually not there? Oh, there he is. Alright. Alright, there he is! Yeah, I don't have any mana. I really can't help this. I really want to help with this dragon, but I really can't. It's unfortunate. I mean, I'm gonna buy some Moby boots. I'm gonna forego the wards for now. He's checking our red buff, so I'm not going to go over there actually, because there is no red buff. But he may go actually mid lane, so we gotta be careful around here. Actually check, like, see if I can spot him in the fog of war. Shaco is, oops, one of the few champs that you can sometimes spot in the fog of war. Whenever he uses one ability. It's not really hidden for some reason. It's just the way it is. So when he uses that ability, you can spot him if your camera is right over him. Thing is, in history, lots of archers spent more time as infantry than they did as archers. Well, yeah, if you know anything about the Fate franchise, it is all about like historical figures being reincarnated or summoned into the modern world and being forced to fight each other. For the masters that summon them in some sort of battle royale kind of thingy with like 7 masters and 7 servants, they're called. Although their identity is usually hidden for a long time, for as much as possible, and that is for the sole reason that revealing your identity is obviously a massive giveaway to any weak spots that you may or may not have as a servant. We got him. So for example, if someone revealed that they are, oh, I don't know, let's just make up a random historical character. Let's say someone is Robin Hood. I don't know if he's actually a character somewhere in the Fate franchise. He might be, I don't know. But let's say someone is Robin Hood, they are reincarnated. Now, if I am the enemy of Robin Hood, and I know that they are Robin Hood, I'll get to that, JJ. Long answer short, not really. But maybe. I mean, if I know that you are my enemy as Robin Hood, I can then put a lot of research into like, what the fuck are you actually? Like, what are your weaknesses? Could I maybe blackmail you into something, or like, do you have any mental trauma that I could abuse? Do you have actually some sort of Achilles heel? How were you defeated? Some of them are actually like fictional characters too, that isn't even really clear if they're like actual real characters in universe or not. Well, let me get out of here quick. Oh, I didn't get out of there. Can you summon anyone from history? If you have an artifact from them. And that could be like an item that they used to own. Or like, yeah, some sort of historical artifact that links that person to the world, actually. I think Vlad the Impaler is actually a character somewhere in universe. But I don't think he is from any of the anime. I don't really remember. Ah, crap, we didn't get this in time. We can get this though. Come on, get him in time. I got over the wall. Krat. Yeah, so like for Robin Hood, maybe an arrow from his quiver, or like one of the gold coins that he stole from the poor and gave to the rich. Wait, no. He didn't steal from the poor. You know what I mean. Some sort of artifact that links them to the present day. So technically, if you have an artifact from someone that that could link them to your cause, you could summon them then. But I'm no expert in the Fate franchise. It's like one whole huge franchise. There's a lot of stuff in there. Yeah, Vlad the Impaler wasn't the nicest guy, honestly. Jack the Ripper is another character that's also incarnated as a heroic spirit. They're called heroic spirits, by the way. That also servants or heroic spirits are not quite the same, but for all intents and purposes. Like, a heroic spirit is just a spirit, and a servant is whatever the heroic spirit becomes as soon as they are incarnated as a servant, or like summoned as a servant. When the Ottoman invaded, had a wall of 10,000 impaled Ottoman prisoner wars. The Ottoman did not invade it that time. I mean, yeah, if you Jack the Ripper, let's not really get into what they are as a servant. I only really know the most basic of possible information about Jack the Ripper. I really don't know what he's all about. I know he was, I think, New York? Or was it like in Europe? No, he was Europe, right? I don't even remember, honestly. Just a serial killer, basically. He's actually present in quite a few anime series. He's present in the Fate franchise, of course, but also he's a character in what's it called? Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. He's Jack the Ripper is also a character in that. In London, yeah. Fair enough. That was gonna be my second guess. But yeah, about Jack the Ripper, let's just say that the summoned heroic spirit, their physical appearance does not really have anything to do with their physical appearance when they were still alive. So, yeah, I mean, you know what anime does to people sometimes. Sometimes the gender is changed, sometimes they're not full adults, sometimes they are children. I'm not even gonna say those things out loud. I'm honestly surprised that YouTube doesn't auto-remove that. Because I am seeing them on my OBS chat. Don't have to look over to that one to read all that. But in the mobile game, Fate Grand or the Jack the Ripper is actually a pretty good character. I really like playing with Jack the Ripper in there. Pretty strong assassin. And does a lot of damage. With like, I guess, tons of fast hits. Like knife skills, you know? Kane is going bot. Yes! Maybe we can fight them now. Actually, Shaco got most of the kills over here, so we're actually not too far behind. Oh no, Qasxz is tanking, that's not what we want. And I'm tanking, well there's no... fight. Oh no! How did it go so wrong? Well, for one, Jinx was able to flash out of my ult for some reason. Also, it's Japanese, it's a different culture, so people like the Vlad and Hitler just don't really mean much to them. Yes! Yes. Very true. Very true. Like, in the Fate franchise, there's mostly European and also a few Egyptian / Middle Eastern characters that are, or historical figures that are returned as characters in there. So it's kind of like a reverse weep kind of situation where some people in Japan just really are obsessed with European history. And like the same way that some European people just are really fucking obsessed with Japanese entertainment industry, I guess, mostly. Or like, yeah, mostly the Japanese entertainment industry. Goes a little bit wider than that for some people. The monsters of Japanese history are the natives of Japan. Their name starts with A. Akuman. And also history which they demonize Mongolians. I mean, Akuman just means demon in general. There's also... let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. We can't really fight that. Akuman just means demon in general. What are they doing now? And you've got a Oni. Oni is like... yeah, also kind of demon. I don't really know how else you would translate it. Oni is just a demon, but it's a different kind of demon. Like, Akuman is just a general term for demon. Like, you'd say fairy tale creatures are monsters, maybe. But not all monsters are fairy tale creatures. Kind of like that, I guess. I knew. Yeah, that's also another thing. I'm not really familiar with what that exactly means, though. Oh, what the hell is Viger? Or, Viger? No. Heimer doing that. This game is falling to bits. It's all going to shambles. Oh, could someone tag Kelly on Discord, by the way? Tell him that Demon Slayer is fucking amazing. Demon Slayer, in my opinion, is better than Attack on Titan. I mean, again, I said at the start of the stream, I'm not gonna go into Attack on Titan spoiler territory. I just want to say, I watched it up to date, but we're not gonna say anything else about Attack on Titan today. Demon Slayer, I prefer that more though. Demon Slayer is actually one of my favorite anime in general. I really love the character design and like the animation, the storytelling. Like Demon Slayer in general is a really simple story, actually. It's for Demon Slayer, I am getting into spoiler territory, by the way. Just so you know, it's aired like 2 years ago by now. Crap. That's the wrong one, I think. No. No, it is. It is not. Oh, whatever. No, Demon Slayer is it takes place well in a fantasy setting, but it's like feudal Japan, but it's like just about to modernize. Like at some point there are trains and like really early cars, but most of Japan is just straight up feudalism. So it's like kind of a weird mix of reality and like timelines, I guess. Which is really cool. But anyway, in Demon Slayer, there are demons. And there are slayers. And basically, the main boy, his family gets killed by a demon, and he decides to not take that shit. He's going to become a demon slayer. Also, his sister did turn into a demon in that attack, so his sister is technically not alive because she's a demon. Like, she can't speak anymore. She's a demon now. So she wants to eat humans, but for some reason, because it's Nezuko, the good girl that she is, she doesn't eat any humans. She's very loyal to her brother, and anyway, I don't even remember what my point about this was. I don't even know what I'm building towards with it. But yeah. Feudal Japan. Oh yeah, what I was saying. The story is really simple. It's just a world where there are demons and there are demon slayers. And basically the story build-up is... It's described as Monster of the Week. Although the monsters are like 3 or 4, maybe sometimes even a bit more episodes per monster. Why the fuck was she still there? Come on. But yeah, it's basically real simple. Just build up to the climax of finally defeating a monster and on to the next monster. And then you slowly build up again until you defeat it and then you go to the next monster. So in build-up, it's really quite simple, but just the way everything is told, the animation, the soundtrack, Yeah, what do you call it? Like the... Oh. Yeah, we're all dead here. Yeah, the sound boarding? Sound design. Sound design! That's the word I was looking for. The sound design is amazing on that. This game is fucking over though. But yeah, Demon Slayer, I like it better than a lot of anime. I like it better than Attack on Titan. I like it better than... I don't know. It's just very different from a lot of anime that I could compare it to, I guess. So it's really a hard comparison. Like, I couldn't straight up compare it to, like, say it's better than K-On! Or something. It's just not the same. It's like saying Breaking Bad is more or less fun than Blackadder. Sure, they're both television shows, but they're just very different. Very, very different. No Easter egg for me this game though, that's unfortunate. Actually, did I even take one last game? Don't think I did. Well, whatever, anyway. Josh, actually, speaking of that, I should watch Blackadder again. I'd like a... Was it just a singular DVD or like a DVD set? I don't remember of Blackadder when I was like early teen, like 12, 13, something like that. And I used to love that. I don't even remember what the jokes are like, but I used to love that. And I'm sure JJ knows exactly what it is. I'm sure you've seen it. I don't think many of the other people here would have seen Blackadder though. Like it's kind of obscure, I guess. It's I guess it's kind of similar to Monty Python, like that kind of show, or like that kind of universe kind of storytelling. But obviously it's got Rowan Atkinson as the main actor. I actually did not know that at the time. I'm really bad at like placing actors' faces to like the actor. Like I can see an actor in like 7 different movies and not even realize it's the same actor each time. I'm just really fucking... I guess. I don't know. Just stupid, I guess. Especially when like the makeup is just a little bit different. It's really hard for me to recognize people, or like even if just the hair is different. Hello. I think I mean, if it's part of Blackadder, if it's an episode, then I've probably seen it, but I don't remember it. I don't remember. So, I don't know. Hello. Is it like an episode of Blackadder, or is it like a standalone thing? Like a standalone series or something? No, I'm pressed by mistake. That's alright. We're chillin'. I should actually stop banning Ezra. It's like really not part of Blackadder. Yeah, I mean, I've not really watched many series in general. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. I've always been like more of a... I just want to do something myself. I don't want to just sit there and watch things most of the time. It's all about making fun of the French. Now that sounds great. I should get on that right away. But no, I've never really been too much into watching TV. I'd always just rather play with... what are those things called again? Burglar beats. I used to play a lot with burglar beats from like when I was 5 or 6 years old to like, I guess 10 years old or so. I used to make a lot of things with those. I never had enough though, never had the right colors. I mean, I wasn't a poor kid, but like, those things get expensive fast, and like, when I'm kind of perfectionistic, always have been, I always want to make like the biggest thing that I can possibly do. Also, what the fuck is this guy? Hold on. Refusing to take the right position. Right. Okay, great. He dodged. Let's actually give it a minute then. Because I don't want to be in the game with that Draven again. But yeah, I used to play with Burglar Beats a lot, with Qasxz, and with... Actually, not that much with Lego. Because... It's gonna sound stupid, maybe. Or maybe like... I don't know. Like... Autistic, maybe? That sounds like wrong, because like... I don't know. But like... A bit socially awkward, I guess, or like... Mentally... different than normal. Is especially as a kid, I really wanted to do everything by the guide. Or like, for example, I said Burglar Beats that I played a lot with. I never, well, I wouldn't say never. There are a few times, like only a handful of times, that I came up with my own designs. But usually I'd get to like the big, I think they were like 16 by 16 or 24 by 24. Like the big squares that you could like stick together and like make a 2 by 2 squares and just copy some pixel art on there. But not just any pixel art either. I had like a little booklet that I had all the pixel art in, and I would only make things that were inside of my own little pixel art booklet. Really, they were just pixel art. The only times where I did come up with my own design is when I had Burglar Beats. I don't know if it's like everywhere the same, but like the shape that you have, you put them on a little board, and the board, there were different boards. As I said, I used to mostly play with squares and like line them up side by side. They clicked into each other, so they're perfectly aligned. The only ones that I did make up my own design was when I used the little heart. I used to come up with my own designs when I used that one. But always fill the heart completely and make it completely symmetrical. Like there's no asymmetry at all. That is not allowed. Not anywhere near me anyway. Asymmetry, get out of here. We don't like that. If there was that kind of pixel art in the book that I had, then yes, probably. But no. No henty. No henty for 6-year-old Qasxz. No henty for 6-year-old Quinty. Unfortunate, of course, but hey, it is what it is. Now, the reason why I was explaining that was because for Qasxz I did own a few sets of my own, which was nice. But for Lego, the sets that are worthwhile. We're always so insanely out of budget, it was not even believable that I could potentially get them for my birthday. Or something similar like that. And besides, the Qasxz sets that you would get, that would be reasonable within birthday kind of budget. Like, for a 7-year-old, I think I got... When I was 7, for my birthday, I got the Screaming Serpent Qasxz roller coaster, which was like big. Especially when you consider, like, I think it was roughly 80 euros or so, or maybe 90 or so. That was like large. It was like not a circle, but like oval-ish shaped, and it was large enough for me to actually, well, not quite lay flat, I think, but I could lay down in the center of that thing. There just aren't any Lego sets, even to this day, that aren't that big for a 7-year-old child could lay down inside of it. I mean, at the very, very best, you have like the really large Lego Star Wars, the Imperial Star Destroyer that is as long as a child of that age. But that's just as big. That set could fit entirely within the center portion of my roller coaster that I had. And my roller coaster actually had like a moving part. It had a motor. The cart went around. It had fucking sound effects. It had a looping. It had looping. A loop-de-loop, you might say. It was amazing. Fucking love that set. I'm gonna reconstruct that at some point. I still have it. Still have it. I love that. Maybe I should at some point buy some new tracks for it though. Because if you've never owned a Qasxz track, or like a Qasxz set with tracks, the new ones are a lot better. Because they actually come in like sections of track that you assemble together. You plug them into each other and they bend around. Now the old ones, they were little like green pieces, roughly this big. And how do I explain? Like, hold on, let me lock this in. Right, let's say it's like the top portion of my phone. This part of my phone, green. I mean, it's got all kinds of holes. Connectors at the bottom here to actually go onto the track, and then two tiny little nubs at the top. Two tiny little nubs at the top. And what those are for the tracks to go on top of, because the tracks, as I said, nowadays they are sections of track. Back in the day, you used to have like it's not quite rubber, but like bendy plastic, like a how do you say, like, I guess it's like a rubbery kind of bendy plastic that like, it's like a small little tube, like 2 or so millimeters across, that had like a little slit along the length of it, and you would put that slit over each of the little nubs in your creation. But then here's the trick. Because things in Qasxz, especially with those track parts, things kind of slide around a bit in certain areas. So they can't really check or like calculate how much track you need exactly. So they give like just a long thing of track. They give you like, I don't know, 5 or 10 meters or so of track. More than you need. And then you have to cut it down to the right size. You know what the problem with that is? As I said, things slide around a bit. So the first time you assemble that thing, you cut it to size. It's going to be perfect. obviously you're a bit of an idiot, so you have to actually cut it a bit shorter and then add a little bit of an extra section in there as well, because like the way you have to connect them to the actual like connecting pieces, like those little nubbies, you have to have actually, like, if you cut it a slightly bit too short, you have to actually cut off like a lot extra to actually make it like a smooth thing. Otherwise it just won't be smooth, and yeah, it's just going to be rough. Anyway, yeah, the first time you assemble it, you cut it to a certain length. It's got like 3 cuts because you're an idiot. Next time you assemble it though, the track needs to be somehow magically slightly longer or shorter. What the fuck am I buying? And then you cut it up in different sections again, so that you can then put it on there. Also, next time you don't know which one originally you had on the left, which one you had on the right. And that, if you swap them out, obviously the left one, which goes like in the inside turn, is going to be slightly shorter than the one that takes the outside turn. So, yeah, each time you assemble it, you basically have to cut it up just slightly more. And over time, just becomes a huge old mess. Alright, let's go. Let's not go. Oh, Thresh is in big trouble. So yeah, I gotta check if maybe if I want to assemble that again, if it is possible to buy those tracks still. If you can buy some more of that that tubing. Close ahead to that would be a Galactric track that was just a loop. I don't know what you're saying. Sorry, the words are too hard for me. But yeah, I did have quite a few, or like a decent number of Qasxz sets by the end of it. Like I had the Screaming Serpent, that was my original one that I was asking for like a year and a half, for every birthday, every Christmas, every Sinterklaas. Actually, not Christmas, because we didn't do Christmas presents, of course. But yeah, every year I would ask for it. For every opportunity that I could get, I would ask for it. And eventually my parents gave, and I think I got it for my I think it must have been like my 6th or 7th birthday. No, it actually must have been like my 6th, I think. My 6th, probably. Damn. There was some fucking dedication if I was asking for it for a year and a half before I finally got it. As a 6-year-old, like, as a 6-year-old, wanting a specific thing for like a year and a half is a long ass time. Like, that's a quarter of my lifetime I've been wanting that thing then. Damn. But yeah, I do have a few other Qasxz sets. I had a big ball machine, which basically, yeah, I was gonna say it's a big Rube Goldberg machine, but that's not quite it. It's like a marble run with like pretty big plastic balls that got shot up by an air cannon, which is really cool. I actually don't know if it still works, my air cannon, but it runs on batteries, so if I'm ever able to find the right batteries again. It's just those really old, like, thick boy batteries, like not AA batteries, not AAA, but like the thick boys that are similar, but like really thick. And it needed like, I think 6 of those, 6 or 8. A lot of them anyway. So it's really quite a beefy machine. And then later on, I think when I was 8 or maybe 9. Actually, I could have flashed into the tower there. Alright. Yeah, I love some big balls that just got blown around. I love the big machine that blew on the balls. Well, worth. Actually not, because like, Master, you got the kill. D batteries, that's what they're called. Yeah. Yeah. That rings a bell. Alright, they're gonna be base, or like back to lane early, but they're gonna try to freeze first. It's gonna be quite a while before the lane is in a place where I'm able to actually do anything, so that's why I'm going mid lane here. But yeah, back in a far distant past though, I was talking about this because we were talking about Black Adder and the fact that I don't really care for like TV much. So anyway, back in the day, obviously I used to play with like it's a specific kind of toy, you know? It's not just like play or make believe kind of toys, it's like creation toys, I would say, would be the best way to describe them. Like the Perler Beats, Lego, and Qasxz. Qasxz and Perler Beats being the big two ones for me. Also had a few other ones like dominoes, things that you build up and then knock over. I like those as well. Didn't play with them as much. We also had a marble run kind of toy set, which was great. But yeah, I was kind of more into that. I mean, I was talking about it earlier, but at some point I got my own Game Boy Advanced SP. Played a shit ton of Pokemon Crystal. Actually, in hindsight, probably not that much, but like, for a kid, it's a lot, you know. And eventually from that, I transitioned into like a PlayStation that we got. We got the PlayStation when I was around like... Can we burst her? Okay, Trish got her. She's got the reset. Can she actually do this? I think she's got flash. Oh! Yeah! Well done, Trish. Well done. Yeah, jealous marble runs. Those were great. Those are great. Although that was honestly the one that was like one of the more background kind of games that we just owned, and like I played with it whenever people were over, like to show how cool all my toys were and stuff. You know what kids do. But yeah, from that I kind of transitioned into gaming slowly. First PlayStation 2, or like first Game Boy Advance SP, I guess. Then PlayStation 2. Then can't reach him. After the PlayStation, don't know the exact order of events, but I did get... Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I got my very first PC before I got a Nintendo DS. I don't really remember why I got it, and not my brother. My brother, I think he must have had a laptop by then, because my dad was just basically able to get through his work a really cheap Dell desktop PC with a screen, like a full set, which was like amazing for like however young I was. I don't even remember how young I was. Used that to discover RuneScape, of course, RuneScape. Also, a lot of like, what would you call it? Like Flash games. Flash games were huge back then, of course. Obviously, we had specifically websites that were all in Dutch, and then you still had like the same old, like the what are they called? I don't even remember. Just Flash games, whatever Flash games were around back then. Whatever companies made them, those were also most of them around in the Netherlands. Alright, let's get out of here. And then obviously at some point I got a Nintendo DS, which was great. Got Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And then all of the other Pokemon games. I never really played much other than Pokemon on my DS, I guess. And by this time, by the way, I'm basically not looking at the TV ever. It's just not a thing that's ever turned on in my household. Like, not near me anyway. Actually, it's not quite right. I think we watched like Mythbusters every Saturday or something like that, or every Friday. Mythbusters or something along those lines. Well, at very least Mythbusters, and then maybe something like How It's Made if there was like a short episode in front or after that. Like in the evenings after we were supposed to not play anything anymore. But you know how it is with like handheld consoles. You play them in bed, you try to pretend to be asleep. Your parents see like the light being on in your room from the little console. How It's Made was great, yeah. I would love to like go back to some of those episodes. Like I feel like something along those lines could do really well as like a YouTube series as well. Like if someone's able to get like all the right connections along a lot of industries, I feel like How It's Made would be... was not great. I feel like the concept of just like, let's say just roughly 5 to 10 minute long videos, maybe even 15 minutes if you want to stretch it out. Oh, I gotta get out of here though. Ah, fuck. We're kind of screwed here. Yeah, that's kind of rough. That was a 4-man bot. I think How It's Made. Yeah, think about it. Is that not a thing on YouTube? Like showing all the machinery that like makes balloons, like dipping all the molds into like a latex thing and having them dry and then blowing them off and stuff like that. That was so cool to see. Like just the machining process in general is so amazing. Someone should get on that. Someone should revive that concept, but like for an internet audience. It's just perfect. It's just like a viral thing waiting to happen. Like, you know, a few years back you had like the what was the thing called? Like a hydraulic press, which was making the rounds, just pushing everything to shit. That was making the rounds a few years back. I think it could be something along those lines. Where with the hydraulic press, of course the content was always gonna be somewhat limited. Great Big Story. Never heard of them. But yeah, if what you're saying is right, then I gotta check those out later. But yeah, if I ever did watch TV along those ages, like this is probably from 9 to 11 or 12 or something like those ages. It was always something along those lines on TV. Now as I get to like 12 years old or so though, at some point, I don't know why, but I decided that I really wanted... Come on, just go onto the goddamn Nautilus. Come on, we can get him. Alright. I for some reason decided that I really wanted to have an Xbox. I had no clue what games were even available on Xbox. Actually, by the time I got one, an Xbox 360 specifically, by the way. There just weren't many games in general. Like, I think the only game that we had for a long ass time was a little game called Cameo Elements of Power. Was a great game, but it's just not a great game actually. So I didn't really touch the Xbox for the first few years actually. I learned from great most of the world as a Qasxz of that part in the world. Huh.
First light approaches.
That's interesting. I don't think that's the thing that how it's made actually ever really went into like where things are made. Just like the purely physical process. I don't think they'd really ever explained like where things are located and what kind of people work there and like what the socio-political climate is like where these kinds of things would be made. Which would also be, I mean, it wasn't like, it just wasn't part of that show, but like, it would also be kind of interesting in a different way. We really gotta push this now because like they're, okay, Thresh got it. Okay, actually, I'm come on, Thresh, you got him? Flash? Yes, flash. Alright, we got him. Alright. We really gotta continue pushing this now. Alright, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So yeah, at some point when I was like 12 or so, I decided I really wanted an Xbox. And my allowance was like, I think it was like €2 a week, $2.50 a week maybe. Really fucking low anyway. I mean, at that age, that's just what your allowance is. You just don't really get that much money. And it's not like you can argue for more really like, well, my friend makes more than me. My friend has a bigger allowance. Well, that's your friend's problem. Or like, that's good for your friend. You can't really like say, oh, I'm gonna be a better employee, so give me a better allowance. No, it doesn't work with parents. It's unfortunate. Okay, we got one. Anyway. Crap, that was really close actually. On that, €2.50 a week. I saved up €300. €300. And I still had to beg my parents to help me pay for the actual Xbox. I think I paid like somewhere between €200 and €300. My brother also paid like €100. Also on a similar kind of a allowance. And my parents just paid the rest. This was really early back in the Xbox days, so the Xbox was still really expensive. Like me and my brother, they paid more than half of it. But we still needed like to ask a big favor from our parents to be able to get it. To actually get it. But yeah, we were able to get the Xbox when I was 12 or 13 or so. Didn't play it for like long ass time. because we just didn't have any games, and I didn't really know what games to even get on the Xbox. We didn't have any friends that had Xboxes, and like, just, yeah, I mean, we just didn't know. Eventually though, my brother got the genius idea to get Halo 3. And Halo 3 was amazing. Great game. Highly recommended. We mainly honestly played like the campaign co-op. We played it together a lot. Like, especially trying to break the game was a lot of fun. It's kind of also harpers back to like the fact that I enjoy that kind of creative understanding how a system works, and like at this point I'm in the stage where I'm trying to break the things intentionally. See how that goes. See what I can do. And like how specific parts of the maps connect, and like where certain kill barriers or not are. Okay, that was actually pretty good. I played that amazing. Ever do any of the iron skulls? Don't know what that is, so probably not. Wait, there was a mob fight there as well? Oh no, that's bad. Oh, that's a big yikes. Oh, Iron Skulls, part of Halo. Yeah. Yeah, of course, we got all the skulls. We did eventually... Oh, I don't remember. Did we beat it on Legendary with all skulls activated? I think we beat it on Legendary with a lot of skulls activated anyway. Don't know whoever did with all skulls activated though. I know we did beat it like... the final mission as a 4-man group on Legendary on the highest difficulty with a specific set of skulls activated. Which then unlocks an Easter egg at the final portion of the final level. Where instead of a Warthog you get ghosts. So that was amazing. We did that once. My brother actually got all the achievements in Halo 3. So if it ever was an achievement to like beat the game with all skulls activated, then my brother actually did that. And I was like part of a lot of it. Like a lot of the time we used to play in such a way that we were going for specific skulls or like specific achievements. Especially the point achievements at some points we did. Where basically the way we played it is we played it in co-op. So that like, you know, if more things spawn or you get more points or something. But my brother would get all of the last hits or like all of the points as much as possible. So that he could get those achievements easy. Well, not easy. We kinda had to try our best there. I'm gonna try to protect Trist as much as possible here. There's a control ward in there. And Nautilus is not in there, actually. Wow. Actually, I'm gonna put a control ward there in a sec once I think they're on it. Not on there yet. Ah, yeah. That was one of the ones that... that was really rough to play with. But I think we did play with it. I'm not sure. I actually don't really remember that time too well. Again, it's been many a year, so it's kind of hard to remember that far back. Okay, I got a stun still and a shield. So if anyone goes for a kill here from the enemies, still got another shield. No! No! The blast gun was there, Musty was on it. Ah, that was real rough. Really rough. Yeah, this game is done then. It's kinda done. I think, maybe. Yeah, Cloud Rank is great for them. Gives more move speed, and especially with Master Yi and Riven, they just wanna run around, run us around and around and around until they catch someone off guard. And that's what they've been able to do there. But yeah, on the Xbox, mainly played Halo, also a lot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and later the original Black Ops. What's Black Ops 2? Black Ops Zombies, anyway, with the Kino der Toten map. That's the one that we mainly played. The other maps were kind of shit, honestly. But Kino der Toten, we tried to go for a high score. That was fun. Big yikes. But from there, I kind of real quickly decided that Xbox just really wasn't it. Like, Xbox was nearing the end of its lifespan. There just wasn't really much things being released on it that caught my attention. I also by this time got into Minecraft. I don't think I was into League of Legends yet. I think I started League of Legends in 2011. So I got a new PC instead, and yeah, I had that for a few years. And then eventually, as you do as a PC gamer, you start to wonder, hey, what is a graphics card? That sounds interesting. I can make my own PC, I can make it even better? My PC is kind of shitty, but if I do this and this, I can make it even better. So eventually I start upgrading my PC. I do need a new case though, because or back then I needed a new case when I first started upgrading. But for the longest time I would just slowly add parts over time. Just add a graphics card, swap out the motherboard and CPU, add some RAM, that kind of stuff. Only this last upgrade that I've done in January is only the first time that I almost completely actually started over with my PC build. The only thing that I kept were my hard drives, because obviously I'm not getting rid of my hard drives. I mean, this is horrible, but this is the best I can do. Yeah. This is rough. Rough game. Oh, and also, very important, what was it, 2010 or 2011? I started to upload my first YouTube videos. Very important. Never forget that. Very important milestone in my life. Damn, another loss. I wanna eat an Easter egg. I wanna get more chocolate. Chocky. That's a rough game though. That was actually going pretty good for a while there. But obviously, it wasn't quite enough. Alright. Take one more game. One more game. One more. But yeah, coming back to it, don't watch much TV. Prefer to game or to play IRL games maybe also, like Burler Beats, Qasxz, Legos. I prefer that kind of a thing, like being more engaging things, I guess. But obviously I do watch a lot of anime. But it's very rare that I actually like watch anime and pay 100% attention to it. Because I just can't. If I pay 100% of my attention to something that I'm watching, what did I say? I guess my thoughts start wandering, and I end up not paying any attention to it at all. So I just need to do something with my hands in the meantime. Running around in Minecraft is a great one always. Really low risk, no reward at all. At least you can see your number of jumps going up, which is always a great thing. Always lovely to see how many jumps you've done. Now, back in the days, also sometimes I would play, I guess, RuneScape while watching anime. Or go shiny hunting and Pokemon. Oh yeah, and also in 2017 I got my Nintendo Switch, which back there, you can see it down there. But yeah, I mean, so coming back to that point, no, I did not watch Allo Allo. Oh. Here you do. Let's ban. Where the fuck is my cursor now? What the fuck? That's all the way over there. Do you guys ever have that where you lose your cursor? Do you ever lose your cursor on your screen? I lose my cursor way too often. It's hilarious, actually. I have a valid reason, though. Very valid reason. And my reason being, I have 4 screens in there. All different sizes, at least. All of the ones next to each other are different sizes. So, here, I've got 1080p. Horizontal. Next to that, right here, I've got 1440p. Horizontal as well. And then I've got another 1080p horizontal and then 1080p vertical back there. But the thing is, if you go between screens of especially different sizes, like either from going from the really tall one, the vertical one, or going from the 1440p to one of the 1080p ones on the side of it. Okay, so this is actually not a full screen thing for me, but pretend this is my screen, the League of Legends client. This is my 1080 or like 1440p screen. On the right side is my 1080p screen. Like roughly this area, I can't move my cursor between the screens, but in the center I can obviously move my cursor between the screens. But over here, it just gets stuck. I can't move it to the next screen, so it gets stuck there. And then I kind of lose it, like up to this point or so, or like over here. And the reason for that is that the section where I can move my cursor is exactly 1080 pixels tall, and this screen is just taller than that. So that's kind of why sometimes I try to move my cursor somewhere else, and it doesn't follow where I want it to go, and then I forget where it is. Yo, full female team, by the way. Hell yeah. This has got to be Nico's wet dream right here. Also, another thing, on the 1440p screen, my cursor is actually smaller than on the other screens. On the other screens, it's like a fixed... I don't know, what height is a cursor? Like 15 or 20 pixels high or something? Which is like pretty decent size, easy to spot. On the 1440p, it's a little bit harder to spot because it's like smaller. And then as well, these monitors, they're not really in my main line of sight. They are still there, I can look at them, but they're not on my main line of sight. I only have 1440p and 1080p in my main line of sight. So that's also another thing. But yeah, we chillin'. I found my cursor, we're chillin'. Let's see if we can earn another Easter egg though. What is everyone running though? Ah, look at this. This is disgusting. Cleanse. Who the fuck runs cleanse? Boomba Club. That guy is called Boomba Club. That's like Netherlands Antilles slang for I'm gonna stop there. Good luck, have fun! Smart ones that go first, Leona, yes! Fuck Cleanse though. She's already got a Morgana. What she got to worry about? Like, I can't get through the Black Shield anyway. So I'm gonna bait Morgana to use the Black Shield on Vayne. And then we're just gonna kill Morgana. Just gonna do it. Or the other way around, maybe if Cleanse is down. You know how it is. You know how it is. For Vayne though, I don't want to use my E to engage. Unless like she's in a position where using the E to engage is really easy. Otherwise we're just gonna flash on her. We're just gonna flash on her. That sounds like a great idea. Does. You know she sucks. She sucks peanuts. Righty. Looks like we're gonna be able to get to level 2 though. Qasxz being pretty smart about not letting these guys die too early. Because then the wave would be pushed in too far and then we couldn't engage. I'm gonna ping this though. Oh, that's Leona. Oh, that was not a chef. Oh, for fuck's sake, let's just kill this then. I can still kill Morgana. No! Ah! So close. Bah! Pah! I was able to take one more hit, or did my auto attack before I hit the Q, then I would have taken her down. Yeah. Was very possible. Just didn't happen that way though. Oh well. What else was I supposed to do? Walk into the turret there? As soon as I had the red buff? But yeah, that's going to be annoying. Vayne is pretty short range though, she's not able to make as much use of it as the other champions. Also, oh, for fuck's sake, doesn't let me share. She's actually not basing here. That's actually interesting. Also, holy hell, this Shaco is popping off. Ah, crap, I fucked that minion up. What is up with a ward? Actually, no, never mind. I was gonna go in, but that's not. That's silly. Crap! Okay, hold up. Come on, guys, I get him. Flash, maybe? No. No, you don't have flash. I can't get this. No. Alright, let me just get a few melee minions then. Probably 2 of them. Oh, actually 3 because I'm an idiot. And took the one without actually sharing it. Yo, I got the red buff back though. Woo! Beautiful. That's what you like to see. Look at that. Ready? Let's get that. Oh. Actually not going too bad this game. I was really concerned about this Shaco earlier though. But it seems we're doing actually fine now. I was really concerned for a sec there though. Oh, Shaco's here. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back bot. I'm way too far away. Crud. Hopefully, Qasxz can be fine without me for a bit longer. Yeah, she's smart enough to just leave the minion wave for what it is. Also, it's like in a perfect position to just leave the minion wave. But even so, she's smart enough to not just walk up to that wave for no real reason. Which is great to see. Yo, what the fuck is that spell shield though? Was there a spell shield on that? That's such a waste. Now it's on cooldown for like 15 more seconds. And I believe she already used cleanse, right? Like that last fight? I believe she did. Well, either way, the red buff is gone, so can't give that back to her. Yeah. Oh, she has the same. But does she also have the Uwu? Uwu? Oh, she has the Leona emote. I don't even have a Leona emote. I have no Leona emotes. And now I'm sad. Oh, she's got the Tsundere Riven though. Very nice, very nice. Shaco bot side. Probably going to be ganking bot specifically, but maybe we can all collapse on him. Nah, I can't go around. That would be too much of a giveaway. Oh, stop, Qasxz. They're on dragon though. He's probably on dragon, I think. He's real slow though, but he should be able to solo it with his clone. He doesn't have to tank it himself too much. Just a little bit. Wow, that would have been actually really fucking smart if Qasxz actually walked into that. Or like, from Morgana. Would have been a smart aim. Ah, she's shooting into the cave! I've already shown my hand too early, I guess. Well, that's that done. Ah, crap. Yes! Alright. Good, good, good. Got the ignite. We chillin', we're chilling. We're fine, we're fine. I wanna focus these tower plays. The rest can go Dragon. These two ladies. But did they just... I think that was just placed. Wasn't it? Don't want to show myself though. Oh, Shaco is on there. We're fine then. Actually, I can't take any hits. There's a fucking fly in my room. Why? I mean, I know why, because I've got the window open and it's like starting to slowly become fly season again. Which is really nice. I like having flies around. As long as there are no mosquitoes, I guess. Mosquitoes are just the worst, you know. I dislike mosquitoes, but I mean, who doesn't? At least mosquitoes don't like me as much as they like my brother, for example. Oh, they're actually not in there. Are they in here? No. Huh. Interesting. They walked all the way towards the last bush. Or maybe even further, who knows? Wait, they're still here? What are they doing? What are they doing? I'm gonna control word this though, because I don't trust it. Alright. Shaco's bot side, I believe. Don't think there's... Yeah, I mean... It just did the Rift Herald earlier, so... It's gotta be bot side. I wanna be real careful about him. Because, like... This entire game could turn right around if we just get a double kill over to Vayne right now. Well, it's only one kill over to Vayne, and it was a fucking Shaco indeed in the bot lane. What the fuck is Riven doing though? Why is she going in after the fact? Wait, I'm actually really fucking confused here. Vayne teleported in after the fight was already done. Behind enemy line, or like... Not even like behind enemy, like inside of enemy lines. Like, if this was World War 1, after a fight was over, she just solo parachuted down into the enemy trenches. Without any support of anyone. But hey, if you want to die, that's fine. I'm not stopping you. Not much I could have done about it anyway. I was already dead myself. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, that was kinda hopeful, I guess. Kinda hopeful. Now that's a risky recall spot that I don't quite agree with for Qasxz, but it's fine apparently. Alright, we're chilling. Yes. We're good. Yo, 1 minute for Dragon though. 1 minute for the Dragon. They're right on to our tower. Should have gone right here. We're chilling though. Come on, minions. Okay. Guess we got out ahead because we have more map pressure now. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yikes, that's Dragon gone too. Oh no. That's not what I want. One give this to me. Come on. Yes, thank you, Qasxz. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty then. Let's just place a ward down there. Okay, she's sweeping it right away. Nice. Nice, nice. Sorry guys. I'm getting kinda tired all of a sudden. Fuck me. Why is it continuously the same fucking shit? They send Shaco bot. We both die, but we get all of them low. Then our mid jungle duo comes bot. They kill both. And eventually maybe Anivia comes, maybe not. It's a clown game though. It's a clown game. We are clowning around. Maybe instead I should just go elsewhere though. There's definitely going to be a control ward here, but that's fine. I just wanna distract Morgana with the fact that I wanna get that warded. Or like pretend that I want that warded. Even though I don't really care for it. Shaco's here. Oh, hi there. Hello there! General Kenobi! You are a bold one. Yeah, well, Shaco's bot side, we already know that, so let's, wait, did she? Oh, she almost got that ward just like that. That would have tilted the fuck out of me if she'd gotten that ward there. Excuse me. Keep yawning. Lydia's asking for assistance. Alright, I'm coming for assistance.
I must not fall.
Okay, okay. We're here. That's a faker? Yeah, yeah. Alright. What's going on? What's going on? Can we actually do anything here though? I don't think we can. It's all one big mess. And we're not gonna be able to clean it up. It's dragon in 48 seconds though. Can't base. Well, I probably should have some more wards, but I mean, what am I even gonna be able to do? Oh. Alrighty. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Fuck. Gotta mess that up. The bird girls. The burps. Oh no. Wait, that. Anivia still got me, but like. Oh, that was kinda yikes, honestly. She was barely able to get me there. We're chilling though. I wanna get a Kindle Gem. Some control wards. Armor girl's fine here. Are they gonna be able to kill the Vayne? If they get stunned? Yes. And Armor Gun, I should die too. Oh, maybe. Wait, hold. Okay, we're good. Oh! 1 HP here? 2 HP here? I don't mind at all. Wow, alright. I didn't have shield up. That's so unfortunate. If I had shield up, that would have been great. But I didn't have shield up. So it wasn't great. But if I did, it would have been great. You know? Let's just put a control ward here. Just a sneaky little bugger. Hopefully, no one spots it. Alright, let's follow my girl, Lilia. Lilia's a fast girl, but I have Moby Boots, so I'm also a fast girl. Oh, yeah. Tap. Huh? Oh, no. We got hard baited by the Shaco there. Alright, Tab, what do you want to see? Check out the scoreboard, mate. But first I'm gonna buy this. And this. Alright. What do you want to see? Who's fat, who's not? Lilia is fat. Nico is fat. On the rest of our positions, we're kind of underfed, but not feeding though. I mean, you could argue Qasxz feeding, but she's got 11 assists, so. And she's way ahead in farm of everyone else. Well, not way ahead of Nico, but like, she's really good at farming. Why would I ping someone else's summoner timers? Now, I know I should ping like enemy summoner timers when I see them use it, but I just always forget. Alright, let's just... Kinda wanted to engage there, but it would have been too risky. Don't really know if the enemies are actually in base or not. And I don't care to find out by being on top of them. Yeah. It's a 40-second cooldown, so it's worth the risk. Oh fuck, she actually missed that. Nico? Can we, or Lily, I mean? My girl? Alright, Ignite got him. That's fine. That's fine. No, and we got the turret though in the top lane. That's great. Gotta make dinner. What are you gonna have for dinner? I'm interested. I had oven baked potatoes with green beans and schnitzel. And it was great. I loved it. fucking love that. Just oven baked potatoes and schnitzel. So great. Obviously, you have to have some veggies with it. I'm not a huge fan of like the green beans, but it is what it is. But I'm curious, what will the Portuguese man eat? What will he make for dinner? Actually pretty good that we have vision of the enemy there. Okay, let's get rid of that. Right. Let's forward it. Nice. Let's push this in because we can, and probably should. That ward is reachable from across the wall for Megara though. Right. We're gonna get messed up here though. Me and Qasxz are not together with the girls. We need to be together with Lilia in order for this to work out. Otherwise, it won't work out. Wait, that's genius. That's genius. Alright, Riven is in base. Where is their top lane? Where's Quinn? Quinn is probably on the way actually. Yeah, Quinn is back here. Is Quinn still? Oh, we got an ult going on. Hold up, we gotta go. I still wanted to flash on that Shaco there, flashy. But, yeah, I had no follow through. No allies to follow through on that. Let's just flash out of there. No! Couldn't reach it. Alright, good. Are there any gummy fruits anywhere near? No, there aren't. Of course not. Yeah, we've got a numbers advantage, but we are low. Nico teleport ready. And respawning in soon. No, I messed up. No. Fuck. I thought Qasxz was gonna hit it earlier. And then I hit it when it was already too late to still hit it. Ah, so that was stupid. That was massively stupid by me. Kinda fucked that up. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna save my money for a Wardstone, which I should be able to buy next base because I'm also level 12 with like only a slight bit of XP left for level up. Let's bind that to her. Yeah, that's probably the best one to bind it to. I was thinking maybe Lilia. But she'll probably just the AD carry. There's a lot of more. Just more hits in general. And that is kind of what that scales with. At the very least they're not on Baron yet. They are at 3 dragons though. That's really rough. Alright, let's see how we can protect this mid lane from this massive onslaught of minions here. Whew. Just barely able to survive here. Oh, hello Vayne. Hello there. Bye bye, my team. Goodbye, good night. It's all ogre. Man, I love Shrek. Now that is a movie that you can actually be like 100% invested in from start to finish. Big yikes. Oh yeah, Wardstone. Let's get that. Another enemy rampage. Oh, good. Oh, golly gee. That sounds just lovely. Didn't even have shield up. My locket shield, I mean. Yeah, and nice. Nice. I am a turbo dog. For fuck's sake. How can you possibly miss time an ability on an hourglass? Like, you're able to hit them before they're able to use any abilities. Hello. I guess let's go bot side. Baron is gone. Let's not even bother with Baron. Let's go bot side. Bot side is doable. Okay, let's put that ward over there. That was the big brain ward that they put on earlier. Which you can't apparently see from a control ward in the bush. But I got a recall here because don't know where the enemies are and we don't really have the jungle itself warded, so that's a scary thing. Also, my team keeps dying. Over and over. Things have just started falling apart and they keep falling apart. More and more and more and more. More. And that's just not great. You know, usually you prefer things not to just fall apart randomly. Usually. I mean, I can think of a few examples where you do want things to just randomly fall apart. Just a few of them. Playing Jenga, for example, and it's your enemy's turn, then you would want things to fall apart. That would be a great time for things to fall apart. Or, how about if you set up like a huge, big domino track, and you push over the first thing, and then you want everything to fall apart. You really are hoping that you didn't make any mistakes and it's gonna stop somewhere. You really want everything to fall apart then. Usually during League of Legends games though, you don't want things to fall apart. You want things to stay together. Well, maybe you want your enemy team to fall apart, but like... yeah. That's just kinda, you know... of course, yeah. Would be great. That would be lovely. Oh, another one. If you're making an apple crumble pie. I have no team. I also fucked up, but I have no team. Well, there we go. That's game. Weren't even able to get the NF. Yeah, she still has Axe anyway, so. Yeah, that's GG. GG! GG! Turbo Dogs lose the game. Turbo Dogs lose the game after all. Yay. No more chocolate for today. Let's just honor Riven because the splash art is cute. Thus, I think that's your language. Oh no, he's AFK. Never mind. I think it's Thus's language though. Anyway. Bunch of fucking trolls. Also more importantly. No more Easter eggs for today. Unlucky. Really unlucky. Let's close up the box. No more Easter eggs for today. Oh well. It is what it is. Yeah. Wow. I played great today. For some of the games. Not really amazing for all of them. Anyway. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do tomorrow yet because I've only got like a few things going at the moment for streams. Like League of Legends, of course, that's always gonna continue going. I've got Project Ozone, but that's a thing that I still need to like prepare for a little bit. Same with Terraria. I gotta prepare a little bit for Terraria if I want to stream that again. Single player Terraria anyway. Maybe I can get Dutch to co-op Terraria, maybe. Maybe that's the thing that we can do. But yeah, be on the lookout for the schedule then. Because there may be a stream. Maybe I'll take a rest day tomorrow though. Don't know yet. Don't know. Anyways. Toodles. 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 And stream button right there. Click. Bye.